Hardware and software in this video were provided as part of the MetaQuest Creator Program.
Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today we're going to check out a game that I haven't actually played much of yet. This is Downtown Club. We've got this nice car here. We've got 3 races to compete in. And this game reminded me a ton of classic console-based racing games. This is my first official race here. And I'm going to crash and hit the wall. And almost hit 6 cars there. 7 cars there. 8 cars there. Whoops. We'll catch up. But this one is native to the Quest and plays pretty well. I really like how smooth the traveling in the game is, how it just feels like I'm riding in a car, as it should, right? We are almost back to first place where we should be. This section right here is tricky. Right, Wisp. I'm going to show you. Get back in first place here. Perfect. This is already our last lap of this race. I'll probably do this whole Garden Cup to start here. Everybody is right behind me. Now, the interesting thing is, like, the people on the spectator side are all, like, two-dimensional, flat objects, which, again, is very reminiscent of classic console-style racing games, which I thought was really fascinating. The game that I keep remembering, and I may be misremembering this game existing altogether, is I feel like there was, like, a pack-in title or a downloadable title where you could play, where you could test drive a Toyota Yaris. And for some reason, I remember playing that game. Again, I could be misremembering, it could be a different car, it could be a different experience. But this feels a lot like whatever that was. Next, this whole, I think it's called the Garden Cup. We'll do the next race now. Now I'm playing with an automatic transmission. I'm playing kind of lean back, using the left stick to steer my car. You can play this full-on manual transmission, steering using the shifter. You can use the handbrake. You can grip the wheel with your hands. But I feel like, for me, I'm a terrible driver in the first place. And playing it in this manner is the most comfortable and feels more arcadey, which is the kind of driving style that I like. But I love the fact that there's a ton of options. You can really simulate the driving experience in this game. There's reflections on the windshield. It's really immersive. It's really well done. Lots of turns. There are cars behind us. I can see them there. Now this game has been in early access for, I believe, about 2 years on the Quest platform. I feel like it's definitely a great game at this point, and one that I would recommend checking out. There aren't a lot of racing games native to the Quest, and this one's pretty well done. Like I said, it's got that classic console feel, which I really like. After I record this video, I definitely want to look up if there really was a Toyota Yaris game. I feel like that's what it was. And this just brought memories of what could be a fictitious game back to me. Alright, 2 races in. I think there's one more in this cup. Ooh, we've made it to level 2. Do our next race here. And this one's like at dusk, it seems. Love the street lamps and the reflections off the buildings at dusk. This is cool. So even though these is very similar roadways, this feels different because of the nighttime setting. Very cool. Alright, now something I'd like to see that's not here is the ability to, like Project Gotham Racing had this, where you're actually going through a real city as opposed to just this basic downtown. That was a lot of fun, and I'd love to see like actual cities reconstructed, like drive through Tokyo or drive through London or something like that, where you can actually kind of see some of the landmarks and things of that nature. Obviously, this is probably a very small development team working on this game, probably not going to get a recreation of a real city, but that's the only thing I could really say that could really improve this. This plays really well. Really enjoying it. Obviously, I drive terribly. But if you come to my channel to watch an expert play a video game, you've come to the wrong channel. I love playing games. I love exploring virtual worlds. I feel like I'm getting comfortable now with this downtown club. Street. I feel like it's getting brighter instead of darker. Kind of weird. Maybe we're at golden hour or something of that nature. Hitting the wall. Alright, we're almost to the finish line. The other cars are far enough behind me that I feel pretty confident we're going to make it. There we go, race complete. And I think that completes this Garden Cup. Let's find out. Yeah, we got first place, outstanding performance, cool. We got 36 of these tickets. So if we do drive again, we go to events. Now we can do 5 events available. So we finished this one. That was a free entry. I see. After a while, they're not free entry anymore. Okay, so let's try the City Cup. Let's just do maybe one race of the City Cup, because this is, I believe, a different location. So we got Quintanato ahead of us here. The song's definitely different. Can't tell if this is a different city or not. Kind of expected it to be like very different. The track is definitely different. I can't say the city is significantly different. kind of expecting it would be. That's a little different. These buildings aren't all downtown metallic with walls of glass and windows. There's some more like brick and painted buildings as opposed to all windows. So this is probably just like the other side of the city or uptown from the downtown area. Yeah, I'm not a very good driver, and obviously these are very beginner races. I find this somewhat relaxing to play as opposed to stressful. A lot of racing games I feel super stressed, like maybe they're tuned more for sim racers or for people that are better at steering than me. But this one, I feel like at least starting out as a beginner, it's just been a nice chill vibe. I like the world that I'm inhabiting in this one, and I really like kind of the arcade feel, classic console feel, comfort. There's no, like, the cockpit of the car here is definitely comfortable enough that I'm not feeling any type of motion sickness, and I am susceptible to motion sickness from time to time. So not having that is a good sign. And I can't leave it with almost level 3. We'll do one more race before we wrap up. Now this game does also have the haptics vest support. There's a lot of love and attention put into this title. So if you have a MetaQuest device, I definitely suggest checking this one out, especially if you are a fan of those classic console racing games. One classic game that I recently saw there's a VR mod for coming, or VR and V out, is Ridge Racer. This doesn't feel like that at all. Ridge Racer felt more like a, almost like pole position, more modern pole position game than a downtown racing game like this one. I guess the other game that this kind of feels like, but less polished, is Midnight Club. But that was more like Japanese drift cars than this type of car. This just feels like I'm driving a regular car in a race, which I like, as opposed to like a race car. Performance car. Cars creeping up behind us. I know I've just been going around a track over and over, but you know, people watch NASCAR all the time, right? They're just going around in circles, essentially. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be back with more content soon. Probably not VR for a little while. I've got a backlog of videos for different display glasses, AI glasses of multiple forms. So look forward to seeing some of those in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.